Welcome to Bayern Never Losing, Blues football team of Man versus Fat. Today we've got Jordan. He's one of the top scorers in the Blues. Welcome, Jordan. How you doing?
Not bad, mate. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, like you, bit of a rush around with the kids and things. Then we finally got here together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did you hear about Man versus Fat then?
So I heard about it a few years ago now,
Yeah.
mainly from obviously Jack. So I was working at AFC Bournemouth for many years, and they asked me for about 2 or 3 years to join, but I worked on a Friday night,
Yeah.
so I could never commit to it because I had work commitments. Then I've left Bournemouth recently, so then it obviously Fridays freed up for me to join up. So yeah, I had a wedding coming up when I first started, so that was one of the reasons why I joined as well, to lose a bit of weight for that. And I wasn't really playing football anymore, which is strange for me because I've played football my whole life,
Yeah.
several times a week, um, and kind of got to a stage after having kids and everything like that where I didn't have the time to do it anymore. So as soon as I left Bournemouth, I think the first week Jack got me straight in and was there for my first Friday of not working on a Friday night for 12 years
Wow.
at Bournemouth. Uh, Went straight in and played football, which the missus was thrilled about.
Yeah, that's brilliant. So that's your brother Jack we're talking about here.
Yeah,
He used to be the captain of the Blues. Now he's the
yeah, he did.
manager of the Blues because he's injured at the sidelines. And
Yeah.
how much of your weight have you lost so far? Then do you think?
Um, well, from when I first started, I was 111 kg,
Hmm.
and then for my wedding, so that's where I'm going. For my lowest, I got to was 87 kg.
That's good.
So yeah, when it was lead up to the wedding, I went pretty ham on it and
Yeah,
went strong. And then after the wedding, I'm still losing, but just not massive amounts. And then after the wedding, with honeymoons and kind of put my feet up a little bit, a couple of weeks off, put a bit back on. So I'm around about 90 at the minute.
yeah,
So
about the same as me then, aren't you? But
yeah.
yeah. Um, so most of the time we see in the chat that you're doing lots of runs and cycles. Just talk us through, how you enjoy it, don't enjoy it, and why do you do it, kind of thing.
So I started off with the running, like I said before, to lose weight for the wedding.
Yeah,
And I didn't think I would enjoy it. Um, But then when I started doing more and felt more comfortable doing it, I really enjoyed it. So then I was doing, yeah, like 2 or 3 a week before the wedding. I've kind of gone off that a little bit now. I've kind of gone down to maybe one a week. Um, but and then cycling with my work, I'm a youth mentor now.
yeah.
And our half terms, we don't have any kids in. So I cycle to work in half terms. So that's when I, yeah, cycle to work and back. So number one, the traffic at the minute around Bournemouth is a nightmare. So
Yeah,
it's quicker for me to cycle, and it's obviously healthier for me as well. So yeah, go on the bike to work in half terms. I would like to do some more running, but obviously now it's darker at night time. So by the time I get home from work, it's dark, and I
it's a
live
bit
in West Howe.
dangerous.
So
Yeah,
yeah, I live in West Howe. So running around there, or either get someone chasing after me, or someone thinking I've done something.
yeah. So you've been quite well on, or you've done quite well on the losing of the weight. So you've been, guessing you've been using some kind of routine to lose weight through eating. So can you talk us through what you do there then?
Yeah, so when I started, I was doing 1,500 calories a day,
Yeah,
uh, which was lower than what I was meant to be on. And then I did a fast Friday, so I don't eat on a Friday, and I still do that now.
yeah,
I'm still maybe just a little bit over, probably about 2,000 calories now. Um, but I still fast on a Friday, so I just don't eat on a Friday at all. Um, the first couple of Fridays were tough.
yeah.
Um,
In what way were
real
they
like
tough then?
of just being hungry,
Yeah,
just getting to certain points in the day. I think I'm not really a breakfast person anyway, so in the week I would fast until I do the 1 to 8, where
yeah.
you could eat in that time frame. So I did that as well during the week, and then Fridays I just didn't eat. But the Fridays, the first couple of ones were struggling because you kind of get to a point in the day where your tummy's rumbling and everything like that. And then I think the first Friday I did it, and then played football. I was I couldn't feel my legs; they were all jelly. And then I was like, oh, this probably isn't the best thing. And then so I'll give it another go. And then I went to the sauna and steam room, which the guys do on a Friday.
Yeah,
I
some
did
of them do. Yeah.
I did that again, not eating. And then I got out the sauna and I was like, I can't. I was dizzy. And I was there with Jack, and I nearly called Jack back up. He already left just minutes before me. I said, mate, you're gonna have to come pick me up. I don't think I'll be able to drive to Two Rivers Meet because I can't see. I'm like drowsy, and but I think that's all just with the lack of energy and fluids in my body.
Yeah.
So, but now I've got into a rhythm and a routine of it, and now I can do it
Yeah.
fine and still play football when I go to the sauna before as well. So
Wow.
I think the body's just used to it now. But
That's
to
good.
start with, yeah, it was a real struggle. But yeah, so I did about 15,000 calories. I was doing like 3 runs a week, and I was being real strict over the weekends as well. But now after the wedding, I've gone back to having the weekends free. So I think that's why I'm kind of at that 90 stage where I can't, I can go lower than 90 if I go back to being strict on the weekends. But
Yeah.
I like a takeaway on a Saturday night. So
I was going to say, don't feel.
so yeah, I've gone back to treating myself at the weekends, which I'm losing kind of like 0.5, 0.3, 0.8.
Good though.
It's still a loss, but you kind of then in the back of your mind you think about, oh, if I didn't have that takeaway on a Saturday night, or if I didn't have whatever on a Sunday, a meal deal or whatever, what I usually go to on a weekend for lunch, instead of just having a salad or a soup that I usually have during the week, then maybe I'll lose a bit more weight. But I'm quite comfortable where I am at the minute. I've set myself a target that I don't want to go above, and I haven't gone above that yet. So yeah, as long as I'm losing a little bit here and there, I'm happy with it. So yeah.
I mean, there's great talk in the Blues at the moment about the goals and Harry not being there. So, how many have you got to score to get up to him?
I can't remember what was on that because we both scored on Friday night,
Yeah.
so we're nothing's changed in that. I'm still as many behind. But yeah, I'm fortunate with his injury, so I might be able to catch him up now.
Yeah.
Um, I think he's either on 10 or 11, and I'm either on 7 or 8. So yeah, I think I'm on 8, and I think he's on 11. So yeah, still
It'll
a
be
few
good.
behind.
Yeah, it'll be good if you catch him up. And can you tell us about this reason for why you jumped in the river on Friday? Just
Oh my word.
explain that to us a bit.
So I've never been behind that side of the fence at Two Rivers Meet. And I guess the name is in quite self-explanatory of Two Rivers Meet. And being me, if you know me, I'm quite dopey and not very intelligent. So I just
I
go
really
over
said
to the
that.
top of the bank, and from where I'm looking, it just looks like a concrete path because the ball's not. It's not underwater or anything like that. It's pitch black, so I can just see the white ball. And I'm at the top of the bank, and I just think, oh, it's a concrete path, so I'm just going to jump jump on the concrete path and get the ball back.
Yeah.
And I've just jumped straight in, and it's a river. So I'm up to my belly button in whatever's in that water. It didn't smell nice or whatever. And also, there was no flow to the water or anything like that. It was all still and calm. So it just looked to me from where I was, my point of view was just a concrete path. So I was just jumping onto a concrete path. Um, and the initial thing was shock because of how cold it was.
Yeah, I bet it was.
And then the second thing was, is I tried moving and I couldn't. And I was like, I'm stuck here. I'm
Oh
stuck in
no.
like swamp. I had my brand new boots on. It was the first time wearing them, so they were all
Oh,
swamped out. They're still on the radiator drying now, after being washed several times. But yeah, no, the initial thought was scared because of how cold it was, and scared that I couldn't get out, and because where it is, I don't know if I could shout if anyone would even hear me.
no, we wouldn't have heard you, would we?
No, so I was a bit panicky, um, but I kind of moved my body around and then used the bank to crawl out.
God.
But my hands were hurting because it was all stinging nettles and everything like that. So, but if I didn't do that, I would have been stuck in there for God knows how long. And I think maybe someone would have gone, "Oh, where's Jordan?" when you kicked off. Um, but then I took the sacrifice to first sub to kind of use my water and my towel and wash off a little bit as much as I could. Um, but yeah, no, it's just people would say who know me, it would be a standard Jordan thing to do, to be jumping in a river. So for people that know me, it's quite understandable. For people
Yeah.
that don't know me so much, they think, "Oh my god!" And obviously they got all the stick coming back and everything like that, and people weren't going to go near me because I look like Shrek and all of this business. But I still got a goal and still got an assist.
Oh,
So
you did, yeah.
with swampy feet, so I'll take it. I know we lost, but I'll take a for personal goals. I'll take it.
Yeah, but we drew overall, which was really amazing, wasn't it? It was,
Yeah, yeah, it was the percentage goals and everything like that really helped us out. So the guys that have got hat tricks, H hitting his percentages as well. Josh last man standing. So that's the thing. We're scoring really well off the pitch recently, and that's two draws in a row, isn't it now?
yeah, it is, yeah.
So it's
Do you-
uncommon to get a draw, isn't it?
yeah,
Usually, and we've got two on the spin.
yeah.
So
Do you think it's
hopefully we can.
do you think it's better that we do off the pitch than on the pitch, as in a motivation, or is it? How do you see it?
I think it's level. I'm super competitive, and I want to win every game of football that I play, and I've been like that from day dot. So losing on the pitch, I I struggle with.
I bet it has a knock
Uh,
effect through the week, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah, it does. It sometimes it could affect like my mood on a Saturday and stuff like that. It's the same when Liverpool play. If they lose, then I'm not particularly great to be around. Um, but with the weight loss, I think that if we don't do so well on that, we seem to be at the minute winning on the pitch. And then when we don't do so well on the pitch, we do really well on the weight loss.
Yeah,
So it swings and roundabouts. So it helps us out. I think at the minute it's an uncanny kind of rotation that's working in our favour. I
yeah.
don't know how long that's going to last, um, but at the minute it's working. It's working all right with us because when we're not doing so well on the pitch, we do well off it, and then vice versa the other way around. So, I mean, it's working all right for us, and I think the group chat is really good this year. The little challenges that obviously the league have set out have been really good and motivated us. And then the step challenge that we've carried on doing as a team, um, and the water challenge that we've done, I think it's brought the group chat. I think it's probably the liveliest group chat that I've been in. I haven't been in that many.
No,
Um,
I've been around for a few years, and it's the
yeah,
liveliest one I've seen.
and it's good because everyone just motivates each other, which is amazing. And Josh puts in recipes, and we get little Russ videos of him DJing two step in, which is
Yeah,
always fun to see what he's doing. Just practicing his DJing and two stepping, and then he's getting his steps in. So people have taken it on board and have really dived into it, which is really good to see. And again, there's another thing that's competitive. So when I see Josh's at like 20,000, and they're like, I really want to
God,
beat
yeah,
him. I really want to go out and go for a walk. So then, like, I live in on Kingston Road, and I've got a co-op and a Tesco's either side of me.
yeah.
And I'll go to the missus. Do you want anything from the shop? And she's like, "Oh, what are you going for?" I'm like, "Oh no, I've just got to get close to Josh's steps. So I'm just going to go out for a walk. Do you want anything?" She's like, "Oh yeah, get me a dairy milk." So I'm walking to Tesco's to get a dairy milk to come back just to try and get close to him. I'm not getting anything from myself, but as long as I'm kind of touching distance to him, I'm all right. I know I'm not going to beat him, but as long as I'm in that top three that we put out each week,
Yeah.
I'm happy if I'm in that top three.
So there's one thing that you say that motivates you that you could give to the others in the team. What would it be?
Um, what motivates me? I think just being a healthier you. So I've got a young family, and I would just want to, like a lot of people, I listen to the pods and everything like that, and a lot of the guys have all got families and want to be around for as long as
Yeah,
possible for their kids and be able to stay active and play with them and go to the park. My 7 year old is massively into football, so he's always wanted to go for a kick around, or he's usually kicking around in the lounge. But
yeah.
when we get out, I want to be able to run around with him and play with him. And again, competitiveness, I want to be better than him as long as I can at football. So that's my motivation is kind of just stay better at football than my 7 year old son.
Well, that's
Uh,
brilliant.
as, as soon as he gets better than me, then I might knock it on the head.
Okay.
But until then, I'm gonna keep on going, and obviously be obviously Luke and Jack brothers. We're all very competitive, so he's got little. Jack's obviously got little ones, and they're both massively into football. Luke's just had his little one.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, we're all really competitive as a family and want to be the best at everything we do. I take obviously the football crown for that. Unfortunately for the other two,
Yeah.
um, but obviously they've got other aspects that they're better than me at. Jack obviously is a very good businessman, which I could never be. Um, and Luke's an accountant, which again I could never do that. So they can have those things, but the sporting wise, I think I hold the belt for them.
Okay. I'm going to say, to wrap it up there, it's been really good talking to you. It's been
Yeah,
really,
amazing.
hopefully some of the others have got some insight into you, and hopefully they'll come on here and have a chat about it. So
Yeah, amazing. Thank you very much for having me on, mate.
thank you very much. Catch you
I'll see
later.
you Friday.
Bye.
Bye.